is Monday, the 21st of June. Whew, so it's been a busy last week that I've just had. Obviously, like, the YouTube video is uploading right now of the last week of my 2 weeks out, and it's absolutely epic. So if you haven't subscribed yet, get yourself subscribed. And it's the photo shoot that I did on Saturday, and it was an amazing day. I had such a good time. And then yesterday was my last big leg session at Ultraflex Leeds that I'll be doing on this prep. So it's just crazy how fast time's flying. So I got this skinny coat, bless them, they sent me a parcel and they sent it and it arrived on Saturday when I was busy getting ready for the shoot, and I've still not had time to open it because I was training legs yesterday with, so there's this powerlifter boy, he's like, I shouldn't call him a boy, but he's 21 and he's always done powerlifting and he wants to try bodybuilding. So I told him I'd take him through a session and that he could mutually help me get me through my last big ass like Ultraflex Leeds leg session. So I was concentrating on training him. I was also concentrating on getting the woman behind the camera, my sister, to get her 1 rep max on a squat, lifetime PB. She got 120 yesterday. So it was like just a big day of like me being between helping him and making sure he was slow on the eccentrics and learning how to train like a bodybuilder, running over to Charlotte to make sure she was squatting correctly. And it just like, I was in the gym all day basically. Like I've literally, my diary gets me through my life at the moment, otherwise I won't know what I'm doing. And by the way, I figured out that I think this is because of Cruella, why they've got these, because it's a bit random having like a, like since when were polka dots in? But I think there's that film Cruella, which I did actually go to see, top prep activity, because you don't need to like eat. I went to see Cruella the other week, so that I figured out since then that this is why. But anyway, yeah, so that was yesterday, and for some reason I was basically in the gym all day. So I still didn't get my chills day, never bloody will. Never got time to do this whole, like, sort of unravelling of what they've sent me. So I thought I would do that now and see what they've sent me. Oh, okay. Ooh, so we have a salted caramel vanilla barista. So this is what you add to your coffee. But basically, literally all Skinny Co products are 0 calories. So they're like getting me through prep at the moment. Like, you know, you can just add as much as you want without worrying, and you can make your coffee taste so much nicer. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And then what else have we got? Burger relish. So I'm about to actually have one of my veg meals. So I think I'm going to try that tonight again. This one's 2 calories per 10 mil. So I'll maybe be a little bit careful with that one for the next week, but I can still be having that on my prep. Fish seasoning. Oh, they've sent me like a little spice. So per 4 gram serving is 3 calories. So if you think about that, the whole thing's 80 grams. So a little thing of this basically to sprinkle on. I mean, a lot of people like they prep with, they like fish, don't they? And they eat fish. For any of you that have fish in your diet, to season your fish with something that's barely got any calories, it's just going to make your like plain kind of white bait fish taste nice. That seems like quite a nice idea to me. So that's really interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. And they've sent me, oh, I haven't tried this one, the strawberry jelly. So it's a skinny syrup, so like you'd add it to like your oats or whatever. Like I tend to add like all these sauces to my oats and stuff, like depending what flavour way you've got. This one's 0 calories per serving, so again, it's like have as much as you want, put it on your protein ice cream, put it on your Greek yogurt. So these syrups are really good, and they're like a nice thick texture as well. Okay, looks like there's a couple more things. God knows how much they've sent me. This is really exciting. What's this? Blackcurrant jam. Oh! I often use jam as like a kind of, like when I'm having a refeed, I'll have like jam and rice cakes. So next time I get a little jam refeed, I'll probably try this, and it'll be less calories than the usual jam I'd have. So that's perfect. And blackcurrant's a nice flavour. So that's that. That's a nice thing. I didn't know about a lot of these products, you know. I didn't know, like, I've only ever really known about the syrups that I'm obsessed with, and like so in my cupboard that I've already got, for example, I use these every morning and they're like life. I use these in my coffee. So I already knew about these, and I already knew about, like I said, the syrups, but they've seem to have quite a lot of products, don't they? So what's this? Oh, I know what this is. I've heard good things about this. It's the spread. Oh yeah. So obviously I won't be able to have this now, just because. Well, I might be able to if I compare the macros to my Biscoff. We'll have a little play, because I've got 10 grams of Biscoff left still on one of my training days. But definitely after prep, which is obviously in like less than 2 weeks' time, I'll be able to have a go at this. But Chocoholics, it's the white chocolate flavour. Yum. I love white chocolate. I mean, thank you so much, Skinny Co. And guys, I will put a link in the description below, and you can get 20% off when you order with this link. So you might as well getting stuff like this, especially if you are just looking to be a bit more mindful, not even just on prep, but like in life, like why add calories when you don't need to? Like you might as well have these products. So yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's been a busy day, so I've got the diary, like I said, getting me through. I've got quite a lot of non-negotiables that I need to do today. And literally just a second ago, I've had someone book in for a consultation, and I've literally I signed an absolutely lovely client this morning, bless her. It's so weird because we had a consultation 2 years ago, like 2 entire years ago. But she wasn't ready at the time, and she got ill and she had problems with her health. And today she's just signed up. So it's like, it's funny, isn't it? It's just one of those funny occurrences. And I said to myself, that's the last consultation I have before my prep. And someone's just booked in. I'm like, poor me. So yeah, I'm literally just, my diary is keeping me on track at the moment. But non-negotiables left for today are, I've got about 17,000 steps to do. And it's 6:20. So my plan for now, because I'm really full, weirdly, even though I'm on 0 carbs this week, because it's, you know, we're pre-peak week. My plan is to pose and do my abs and calves, just to try and build up a bit of an appetite for my next veg meal, because I've got 3 veg meals a day now. And then after I've done that, I'll do some more client work, basically, because they're non-negotiables for the day. I've got a couple of new clients starting next week, and I wanted to get their plans out sort of today, so they've got a full week to look through them. But it's a busy time, guys, but I'm absolutely loving it. I feel really good, but I think that's it for today. I've got push tomorrow and legs, my last big leg day on Wednesday, and then it really is kind of, we're getting deep into the peaking. So I'll catch up with you later in the week, guys, okay? So it's now 9:30 the next morning. They are not representative of my steps, by the way. I've done like 75 minutes of cardio in one go, and it's annoying that my Fitbit tracks my steps. So I like to do it all in one go at the moment, just so that I know that whatever I've got, I don't have to do any maths. All I have to do is add 23,000 onto the number that it says. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm going to try that Skinny Co barista in my coffee. So what I've been doing every morning now, and this is the only time I'll have almond milk in my coffee, otherwise I don't have milk at all anymore. So I make my normal instant coffee. Don't judge me for instant. Anyone that knows me would agree with that, by the way. But yeah, and then I don't really know how much to pour in, so I'll just try and do it a little bit and then just kind of see how it tastes. Because like I said to you last night that I usually use, oh, where are they? They're up there. I usually use these little squirty ones, salted caramel barista. So I've not tried these coffee ones. These are all my sups that I took this morning as well, by the way. I've already taken all my sups, so that's good. I'll give it a whirl. Excuse the absolute state of me as well, by the way. This is like realities of being 12 days out, I think. It's just like, and also I forgot that I'd put a little bit of mascara on yesterday. So I woke up this morning like, oh, and then I just kind of slightly wiped it off and just done 75 minutes of cardio. And yeah, it's not a good look, but don't judge. Ooh, I can taste it, but I want a bit more. The thing is, with it being 0 calories, it doesn't matter how much you add. Just keep adding until you get the consistency that you like. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And bang on. Going to go and drink this now and do some admin before I have to go and train push. Whew, guys. I just thought I'd pick up the camera very, very quickly because I'm striding. I'm basically power walking as I have been all week. It's 7 o'clock. This is my, like, you know, pre-peak week, which, to be honest, when you're 2 weeks out, it's the most hectic week because this is the last push. So I've got, like, you know, my 23,000 steps a day with my 75 minutes of cardio on top of my training, and then, you know, everything else that goes into your prep. So I've been really struggling. I've been struggling in terms of fitting in food, and like last night I just completely messed it up. I had 17,000 steps left by the end of the day because I just had so much client work to do. And obviously I prioritised client work to the point where I had 17,000 steps left to do at like 8:30, which took me like obviously 2 hours, got home at 10:30, had 3 meals left. So I had to bulk 2 meals together, eat them, and then finish my last meal. And I literally had to digest that because I had such a big stomach full of food, I had to wait and digest. I had loads of messages to reply to anyway, so I was sat replying to messages at like midnight and just like having a herbal tea to try and digest, to then have another meal like after midnight. So obviously my weight was up this morning, which is not exactly ideal when we're trying to drop. So I've done a much better job today of sit down, program for client, eat, more admin, client check-ins, eat again. And I've just kind of been trying to timetable my day a little bit better like that. So yeah, it's 7 and now I've got like 13,000 steps left. I mean, I've got a German class in half an hour, which is why I'm power walking. It's my last German class though that I'll be teaching before my shows now. And I'm going to tell my student tonight, you know, I won't be doing any more lessons basically for the next month. We're just going to have to put them on hold. There's just a few things that I'm going to have to put aside now and focus on my shows and actually doing well, because, you know, I've been preparing for this for a long time and put a lot into it. And I think, you know, this student is really good anyway, so she can definitely manage for a month. You know, I know she'll keep on top of her homework and stuff. So yeah, that's going to happen. Other than that, yeah, I've got major prep brain. It's been so bad this week due to the low carbs. Like, I'm just so forgetful and having to write literally every single thing down. But yes, so things are going to get quieter next week. But I just thought I'd check in basically and just tell you what's been going on. And that's my struggle really, is just been getting food in. So obviously I'll finish my German class at 8:30, finish the rest of my steps off, and then I'll have to go on another walk basically. But before I even do that, I'll get my meal 5 in, because I've managed to have 4 meals now. So I'll get my meal 5 in before I go on another walk. So I'll be digesting that when I go on another walk, at which point I'll then come back from finishing my steps. I'll probably end up eating my final meal at about 10, half 10, and I will get straight to bed. And yeah, and then hopefully get a better night's sleep. And I'll be interested to see if my weight does drop tomorrow, because like I said, it's all about just really managing now like my stress levels, and I'm just allowing myself to be too stressed and not getting meals in, because my coach literally said to me, "You're the only person I've ever had at 2 weeks out I've been begging to eat." So, sorry, I know the camera's really shaky, but it's because I'm literally striding. This will be like the worst part of the vlog you've ever seen. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in, otherwise the week's going to run away with me the way it's going. So yeah, and I just thought that would be a little helpful thing to let you all know as well, that just to make sure that you are tapering down like the stuff that you're kind of doing when you are going to be about 2 weeks out, because that's when prep's going to hit you hard in terms of how much you're going to actually have to dial it in. And then I know that next week everything's going to calm down, because suddenly I won't have the cardio, suddenly I won't have so many steps to get in, and you know, I'm not taking on any new clients now. I've just taken on 2 new clients and I've got to write their programs tomorrow. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. I've got a consultation that someone booked tomorrow, bless. But I'm actually going to close my calendar so that no one else books in, just because, you know, I don't want to disappoint anyone. So yeah, I'm just literally focus on me now, focus on the shows now, and focus on managing my stress levels for next week and making sure that I'm doing as little as I possibly can do. And that's how I'm going to kind of get through show and actually drop weight and actually get into condition. Oh, and I'll show you the view that I get when I go on my evening walks. What I do when I go on my evening walks is I put my phone on airplane mode, so I can't get distracted by messages or Instagram or anything, and I get this view. Let me turn the camera around. Good evening, YouTube. I just thought I'd update you guys because I was absolutely manic earlier, and I'm just feeling so tranquil right now. The difference between this night and last night, where I didn't bother to eat and had 3 meals to eat when I got back. So I managed to do my German class. It was actually I felt a bit emotional at the end of it, because I had to sort of say, you know, I'll let you know when I'm next available to tutor you, just because I really need to. I don't need to explain it to you guys, but I had to explain to her how bodybuilding works and kind of how much I've had to sacrifice the last year, basically, in terms of, like, you know, my social life and things like that. And then I'm just going to have to be selfish for the next month, really. And, you know, even post-show, I'm prioritising meeting and seeing my friends that I've neglected, like my friends that aren't into bodybuilding. I'm dying to see them and, like, go for a meal and go for drinks. Just not about the meal and the drinks, but just about spending some time with them and doing something that's not in the gym. And not, as much as I'm absolutely loving this prep, like, it doesn't mean that I don't want to do other things. It doesn't mean that I don't have other friends who have known me for, like, a lot longer than I've been bodybuilding for, that really know the real me, that that I haven't been able to see, simply because I'm so invested in what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I just had to sort of explain all that to her, but she totally got it. And I know that she and I both know that she'll work really hard in this next month on her own. I've given her lots of stuff to do to improve her German. Her German's already amazing. Like, she was a complete beginner a year ago, and we were talking, you know, she was reading articles about, like, you know, the coronavirus vaccinations and just understanding it all. And I said to her, do you know, just like with progress in the gym, it's just like anything. Do you realise how amazing it is that a year ago you didn't know a word of German, and now you're reading an article about coronavirus vaccination program in German? That's incredible. So always, I know she's always telling herself, oh, I'm rubbish and stuff. And I'm saying, you're always thinking of, you know, where you want to be next, and you need to be thinking of where you've come from and how amazing it is and what you've achieved. And I said that to her, and yeah, I feel like we've left it on a very positive note. And I've just basically said, like, I'll contact you when I'm ready to start tutoring you again. Basically, I've been tutoring her for like over a year now, so it's like, yeah, we have a good relationship. And yeah, but so it just felt a little bit emotional to have to sort of say I'm not going to see her for a while, and when I see her every week, you know. But I got it done. I had to literally run though, like after I'd filmed that manic thing, I had to physically run the rest of the way home. And I'm not a runner, and no one I recommend should run on a prep. So I was running, like, you adopt this such a weird mentality towards the end of your prep that's like, do or die. And I was literally like, I will not be late. I can't, anyway, I never like being unprofessional in any sense of the word. So for me to be late for a student would be the worst thing in the world for me. And I had to run like a sprint. I had to sprint home, like fully. I got home, I was drenched in sweat. I was absolutely dying, like worse than any cardio I've done in this prep. But I was like, I am getting online for 7:30. And the emotion I felt when I got in the house and it was 7:29 and I had that 1 minute to get upstairs and sit in front of the computer, the sense of achievement I felt. And it's like the bodybuilding prep mentality. It's just, you do or die. And I looked like an absolute psycho, like sprinting down the street, like running. I nearly got hit by a car at one point. And in fact, like, that's happened to me in the past. When I was in a rush to go somewhere, I did actually get hit by a car a few years ago. And it was weird because when I was getting my hair extensions put in the other day, she found my scar and she was like, oh, you've got like a patch in your head. It's not from me. I promise I didn't give you And I was like, I know. It's because I literally got hit by a car and cracked my head open like 6 years ago or something. I think I was 20. So yeah, it was about 6 years ago. And so yeah, that's what I did tonight. I basically risked my life. I ran in front of so many cars just to get back for that lesson on time, and I made it, and I felt such a sense of achievement. So I'm in a very crazy headspace right now, but you know, I'm so grateful for everything that's happened to me this year, and the mindset that I've managed to keep throughout this prep is really positive. And I managed to eat. I prioritised that. I had a shower because I was obviously very sweaty. Today was one of those manic days where and when I realised that I hadn't had a shower all day, so I did my cardio this morning and I've trained and I haven't showered, and then, so yeah, I was like, this is getting to that dog end of prep where you're just dirty. You're just like a minger, like I am now. So you just look really tired and like a bit skeletal. So, you know, like the prep face. So yeah, I showered while my sister cooked my tea for me, bless her, because I was like, I really need to just hurry up and eat. I promised Paige that I would get my meals in today, like on time. So I've eaten that meal now, and all I've got to do now is finish off my steps, and I have 5,000 steps left, and it's 10 to 10. So I'll probably get home at like absolute latest 10:30. I'll have my yogurt meal and go straight to bed, like do my usual stretching and podcasts, etc., and I'll get to bed. So I'll be in bed for 11:30, which is a lot better than last night. And as well, like, my digestion will have been a lot better because I'm digesting that meal now, meal 5, and all I've got to eat when I get in is 100 grams of yogurt and 100 grams of raspberries. So I've done a lot better today, basically. And yeah, managing my time a lot better. And so I just thought I'd check back in and tell you that I'm okay. Life's okay. I'm good. Tomorrow's my last big leg session, which is kind of emotional. I think I'll be surprised if I don't like cry mid-session or something, or at least be on the verge of tears. But I'm going to put this camera down now because my arm's really aching from that push session. So thank you, Kyle, for taking me through that, and thank you as well for filming my posing. I've been doing that a lot as well, because instead of posing in the mirror, like, you're not going to have a mirror on stage, so you know, you need to start posing without a mirror, really. So if I get people to film me, it means that I can watch it back and see what I looked like, and I just send it to Paige and like you know, ask her to let me know what she thinks. So yeah, but that's basically it, guys. I'm fully aware that I look like really drawn right now and really tired. I'm doing everything I can literally to smash this week to smithereens, but I'm still feeling good, guys. I'm hanging in there, apart from my arm is literally hanging off. So I'm going to check in with you later. Holy shit, guys. I've done it. I've just done my last big session of this prep, like that last leg session. Oh my god, like I was just talking to myself the entire time. This is the one leg session that I've done on my own every week. I think everyone just has that one session that they like to do by themselves, where you can just really lose yourself in your training, and only those that are into sort of bodybuilding and training and this style of training, or not even this style of training, like any style of training, but you're really into it, you'll understand that feeling that you get when you train, when you're on your own and you just lose your head and you just lose yourself in your emotions. And for that session I literally just picked a load of songs that kind of reminded me of like really shit times, and you know, like I'd play like that Pink, you know, Pink, that song that was called like Perfect. When I was like 16, I was having a really rough time, and I just like played that song and did the single leg press like to that song, and like every single set, every single rep of that session, just everything, all my emotion went into it, and I feel so amazing now. Like I'm almost like I'm desperate to cry just to let it all out, but you're kind of in public, and you know, it's like sort of holding it in. But I don't know how I feel right now because I'm just so depleted. This is like the most depleted I've felt on this entire prep. Like I'm done now, do you know what I mean? Like these last few days with like no carbs basically have ruined me, have finished me off. So I'm going to go home and just eat immediately now. My ultimate priority is to eat. I've been good today and I've had 3 meals already, and it's 3:20 and I finished my training, so I'm good, I'm doing well. Get home and eat. I don't have anything like physically in the diary now till 6. I've got a client's program to write, but that's okay. Like once I've eaten and just relaxed for a bit and calmed down from the session, kind of brought my nervous system back down, I'll be able to just sit there and like laser focus. And then I've got a client call at 6, and apart from that, like I'll be done with her by 7, and then I've got obviously my steps left to get into pose. But they're like just the non-negotiables for the day, and they're the only things I'm going to focus on, because it's just my clients and my posing that I need to work on today, and other stuff like, you know, YouTube editing and things like, you know, they can wait, everything can wait, and just focus on the non-negotiables and not stressing myself out. So yeah, this is it, guys. I've done everything I can do basically now, and we're just depleting into peak week now. So yeah, it's a crazy feeling, but we're almost there now. I guess I'm 11 days out, or possibly I think it'll be 10 days out tomorrow. So I think I'll call this video just like the dog end of prep or something along those lines. See you in a bit, guys. I'm gonna go and eat before I pass out. Yo, I just wanted to check back in because I'm looking probably a lot less of a state than I was last time I checked in. It's literally only like an hour or so later, but I've eaten, and I ate with a friend. Like my friend just popped round randomly, a bit of a random one, but her mum happens to be a full-time cleaner. When I say my friend, you've seen her before in these vlogs. It's Emily, the beautiful one, the beautiful blonde girl who I've trained with at Ultraflex quite a few times. But her mum is a full-time cleaner, which is convenient because due to prep life, I've not cleaned the house in so long. It was an absolute like diabolical state. So it's been so relaxing today. Just like this morning, I like obviously I had to like organize my room before she came so that it was all ready for her to clean, and it was so de-stressing. Like I got to kind of clear through my room, chuck some things away, see what I've actually got, found some things, and how the house is lovely and clean. And so yeah, like Emily came to pick up her mum, and she's just sat with me while I've had my post-workout meal. And it was just such a nice way. Oh, oops. Don't know where that jelly went that was on the spoon. We'll find that later. But it was just such a nice way to... did any jelly actually fall? I'll let you know. I don't think it did. Spoon's fine. Prep life. No one cares. We just pick things up off the floor and eat them, don't we now? If you know, you know. But yeah, it was just nice to sit and talk to a friend while I was eating, and I feel like so much more relaxed. Like, you know, your stress levels are so high when you've just trained, and I've come back down now, and I just feel, and I'm hungry for the first time in a long time. I'm not force feeding, I'm actually bloody hungry. So I guarantee you I'm gonna get a big weight drop tomorrow, which is what we need. So I'm gonna eat this. It's just about 4:30. So yeah, I'm going to do client plan now and put that plan together, plan for my call at 6, and then posing in steps really, and just finish my meals, and that's it for the day. So relax and look after myself. And yeah, thank God I might not get time for a bath tonight, which I probably should have after that leg session, but worst comes to worst, I've got my fortnightly sports massage booked tomorrow. But life, you don't need Hartley's jelly when you can get the Asda ones that are like half the price and taste just as nice. Just another prep hack for any of you out there. But I just checked my diary and I literally I'm 10 days out. I thought I was 11 days out, but I'm 10 days out. So I'm going to leave this vlog here, guys, just because I think I've got quite a lot of exciting things coming up in the next few days when I look at my diary and stuff, like going into peak week and things like that. I'm doing a podcast with someone, I'm going to Ultraflex Rotherham to see Paige, I've got my last posing session with Kayla, I've got all my beauty appointments booked in over the next few days, so I'll probably do a separate vlog, to be honest, with all of that kind of content, and just have this one as a bit more of a kind of raw, real, dog-ender prep kind of, 10 days out vlog. But yeah, as always, if you did like the video, I know it's been a lot of me waffling, but if you did like it, please actually click the like button, because so many views and compared to like ratio, and the likes do help the channel to grow. So I always like to see likes. Someone's like, I liked your video, and I'm like, but did you like the video? So like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you were new, or if you haven't bothered to subscribe yet, there's a little button down below and you can actually press a little bell as well, and you'll get notifications when I upload any new videos. But yeah, just keep following along, guys, because we've got a long way to go yet. This is just me being ready for the first show, but I've got another show the week after that, and if I don't place at either of these shows, the plan is obviously to continue, because your gal's in it to win it this year. So I'm planning on prepping all year, so whatever happens, whether I place at these shows or not, the prep life's not over. So stay tuned. Oh, we don't do peace signs, it doesn't suit me. No, stay tuned. What I usually say is, ciao for now. Can you tell I'm eating no carbs this week? I'm gonna go.